Hello and welcome back to another video with me, Adam, at Team Seegers Motorworks, and you are joining me here today on part 3 of the sub £1,000 car, where I'll be slapping on all these new parts onto the face of the engine. And if you're wondering why there's a hole wider than your favourite OnlyFans back door, then all will be revealed in an upcoming episode of why I've made it a sacrifice and what I am purchasing, which is pretty epic. I can't wait, super excited, but let's get on with the video. So if you missed episode 1 where I got the car and did a walk around, prepped it all for the challenge, or episode 2 where I even went to do the challenge of Land's End to join the groats and failed spectacularly, then please go check them out in my other videos. But right, we'll get into the new parts and why I've purchased them, and yeah. So here is the pile of new parts that I've got to fit today. So we've gone for a new water pump, new alternator, new centre prop bearing, new fuel filter, new front boost pipe, 2 brand new idler pulleys, a full tensioner kit, thermostat housing, a second hand but like new power steering pump and a replacement front pulley, and a pipe across air filter just to finish it off. But yeah, here is the engine, and we'll make a start on stripping it down. I'm probably going to go with the whole front end off, just so you can actually see what is going on with it. So the car's all ready now to start the work on it. Battery's disconnected because obviously I'll be taking off the alternator. First things first, going to remove all the pollen filter housing, and we'll do the air filter, and then we'll make a start on pulling the whole front end off and gaining access to the front of the engine. Get rid of that old one, we'll go stick a sporty one in. New pipe across filter all fitted, we'll get the housing back on and then start pulling out the front end. There we got, everything's pretty much disconnected. Ready to pull the slam panel off. Just got the aircon pipe still on. I have checked, there's no gas in there, so it's safe to undo. And then yeah, basically just do the power steering pipes and then pull this whole front end off. Once that's the front off, just going to tidy up all this mess and then we'll crack on with the front of the engine. Right, so we have fully breached our way into the engine bay. Now we have full access to everything. I do need to keep the alternator pulley because this is a 5-rib belt and they have supplied a 6-rib pulley. I was going to change or buy a new crank damper, but this one looks like it's been done fairly recently, which is quite lucky because they're quite expensive. Another thing I will be changing is this front coolant pipe because that's not nice and that's not good. Where obviously it had the EGR coolant setup. Now we'll get rid of that and just go back to the original earlier style one where it doesn't have any of that. So that's everything off that I need off. Ready for all the new bits to go on. I will give it a good clean up and then start reassembling it. A lot of mess. Just another reason why mechanics hate part suppliers. It's now late at night, fully into this build, and I need the car out by tomorrow. And the alternator is the wrong one again, so it's like 3 times they've sent up the same-ish style one, each being slightly different, but all the same shit. But yeah, I'm just gonna have to figure this one out and then get the car back up and running. It's my own car, otherwise I'll just leave it until the morning. So, try to get myself out of this mess. So we've got the old one, which I've taken the front pulley off because the one they supplied had 6 ribs, now it's got 5. Next problem is this one has a bracket which sits there for the idlers, and this one can't have it because of this extra bit. So I think they sent another later one again. However, this time the plug is actually the same as that one. So I can just shave off this edge bit and then get this bracket put on and get it back together. So there we go. One perfectly shaved alternator. It's really annoying because I like everything to be perfect, and when you've got to do stuff like this because of parts being wrong, it just sucks. And that's the old one with the extra bit for the EGR setup. Not having that anymore, so we'll go with this one. Just eliminates any more weak points. So I've got a replacement lower rad hose. This is the original one, which has got the takeoff for the EGR setup. This is from a earlier M57 engine, which doesn't support that, so that should be a bit better. Get rid of that pipe as well. There we go, engine's all back together. Just gonna spanner check everything now and then put the rad pack back on and fire it up, make sure there's no leaks, make sure everything's doing what it's meant to be doing. Rad pack's all back together. All the coolant pipes and boost pipes are all connected. Did have to replace the top pipe for the power steering and repair the bottom clip using various other pipes because there's no way I was putting that back on. Back with more problems, getting all the incorrect parts today. So here's the pipe, way too small. So I'll just have to fit the standard one and get a replacement one ordered. No battery life. all back together, just about to drop it down, take it for a quick test drive, and then I'll be coming back and changing the fuel filter. Probably won't record that, but it's already getting on a bit with this video. But yeah, let's see what it drives like. Did you think I would forget to take you with me? Let's go. So just out on test drive with it. Everything seems okay. Battery life's obviously staying off because we've got a nice fucking new alternator. Coolant system has bled, got lovely hot air coming through. So yeah, just put a couple more miles on it, head back to the workshop. I'll change the fuel filter, and then I've still got to do the center prop bearing because every time I boot it, it vibrates like hell. But yeah, so I'm going to end it here on part 3. Part 4 will be me heading down to Land's End and then smash this challenge of Land's End to John O'Groats. I'm going to have to do it sunset to sunrise, because obviously the nights are now drawing in quite early, so it wouldn't work in the daytime. Either way, looking forward to it. I've missed this car. It's just such an awesome car. So see you on the next one.